Hi, I'm Nick from EliteOutdoorFitness.com. Instagram hashtag weighted fitness for this type of training, but you can catch us at www.eliteoutdoorfitness.com. We provide training for endurance races, Van Dance race series, the test week marches, expedition training, pre-military training, and if lads are in the military and looking going for SF and elite forces and things like that. Today I'm just going to very briefly discuss hill reps and how to build your capacity and hill reps, which obviously is important for when carrying weight over the hills to build leg strength. Very briefly, hill reps, you should be looking at durations of hill reps, i.e. short and middle and longer distance hill reps with varying weights, of course. But the key principles of hill reps for a runner with trainers and athlete trying to build leg strength up hills and the capacity or with weight, as I've been doing today, is to do them correctly. Hill reps are extremely demanding on the central nervous system, on your legs and your body as a whole. So it's important that when you're putting a 40-minute session in, a 20-minute session, an hour and a half session, that you're getting 100% efficiency out of that session. It's kind of a bit of a waste of time. Today's session, 4 to 5 mile run with 50 pounds. Starting about 9.5 minute mile pace and coming in about 8:45, 9 minute mile pace towards the top of the hill, and then down for my first hill rep. First hill rep's normally about 80 to 85% capacity, just to kind of warm the legs up and get the Achilles going and stuff like that. Working hard downhill generally for the rest of the reps. Working hard downhill so that it's a downhill rep. Looking at form, looking at symmetry of your body as you're going downhill to make sure that you're keeping your body strong and you're not buckling the knees and things like that. When you get to the bottom, turn around, straight up, no recovery. About 80% capacity going down, intensity should I say, and on the way up about 95%. So you're working extremely hard. My 95% is pretty much 100. It's very difficult for anybody to work 100%, and most of the time, most of us, when we think we're working at 100%, we're actually working at 95%. The cadence at the bottom of the hill should be the same as when you get to the top of the hill. So each rep should have the same cadence all the way up. And each rep should have the same duration. If you're doing 10 reps or you're doing 6 reps or 15 reps, the 15th rep should be the same speed, approximately, getting up from the bottom to the top, and the same cadence. Teaching yourself to pace. You'll find each rep becoming more difficult and more demanding because you're not getting the recovery that you need. Recovery time normally between 1 and 1.5 minutes. I normally do it about 1 minute. If I'm struggling to recover my first and second one after 1 minute, then I've normally got my weight too heavy for that particular session. Finishing the session off with a 3 or 4 mile run, clean fatigue, no weight, just boots, at a good steady pace. One of the key features of hill reps that it should be taken on board for everybody, that they don't, that most people don't involve from hill rep sessions, is to keep your intensity up when you get to the top of the hill on a flat, and as you can see, this is relatively flat. It kind of it's got a bit of an incline to it, but not much. So when you get to the top of the hill, keep your intensity up for a good 60 to 100 meters. This is essentially what I call hill rep transition training. When you get to the top of the fan, if you're doing the Van Dance race series, most of the lads when I'm up there on the checkpoint kind of get and girls get cramp as they get to the top of the fan. This will allow you to teach your body to get used to that transition of the slow twitch and fast twitch muscle groups when you get to the top of the top of the hill. For no matter what you're doing, whether you're an endurance runner, a fell runner, endurance racer, or somebody that just wants to go out in the hills and work hard for a duration of time. So very important. Work hard downhill, work extremely hard uphill, and try and keep a minimum amount of recovery at the bottom, i.e. none. Turn around, 80% all the way down intensity, and when you turn around and you get working all the way back up, pace your cadence as you're going up, your speed and your pace, and keep a consistent pace all the way up. If anything, a consistent pace or a slight increase in pace, very slight, but not a decrease in pace, and that's over all of the reps as well. Thanks for listening today. We'll look at posting one of these possibly once every week. Thank you.